It's not just Canada. Even Australian elections have seen a Trump effect. And Australians have returned Anthony Albanese as their Prime Minister, breaking many records in the process. Anthony Albanese has secured a historic second term as Australia's Prime Minister, marking the first time a leader has won back-to-back elections since John Howard in 2004. Albanese's Labour Party is also set to increase its tally in Parliament. Albanese's victory also makes him the first Labour Prime Minister to achieve consecutive election wins since Bob Hawke, who held office through most of the 1980s. His re-election comes at a time of global and domestic uncertainty, which he directly referenced in his victory speech, noting that Australians chose stability over change.
In this time of global uncertainty, Australians have chosen optimism and determination. Australians have chosen to face global challenges the Australian way, looking after each other while building for the future.
This win breaks a long-standing pattern in Australian politics, where sitting prime ministers were either ousted by their own parties or voted out after just one term. Despite concerns that voter fatigue or political missteps might lead to his downfall, Albanese's message of steady leadership and continuity resonated with the electorate. In contrast, it was a humiliating defeat for the Liberal Party, with Peter Dutton also losing his own seat. Dutton, a former policeman who had an image of being tough on crime and immigration, found it hard to shake off his perceived ideological closeness to US President Donald Trump throughout the election campaign. He's now become the first leader of opposition ever to lose his seat in Parliament at the same time as losing an election.
I think we can't neglect also that the spectre of Donald Trump and the new American presidency has had quite an impact on Australian politics, somewhat like it appears it had an impact on Canadian politics just in the last week or two. And I think there's two aspects of that impact, well, three perhaps. One was the turbulence and the threats to Australia by Donald Trump's tariff policies and the instability that has followed that. I think incumbent governments perhaps benefit from electors, voters who think that stability is very important. And Anthony Albanese handled himself very well in reaction to the developments in the United States.
The cost of living is a very real worry for Australians, made worse by the uncertainty around Trump's tariffs. Australia faces a 10% tariff even though the US enjoys a trade surplus with Canberra. Albanese had called the move not an act of a friend when Trump first announced it in April. A month later, and with a decisive win under his belt, he referred to his first call with Donald Trump after the landslide win as warm and positive, where the two discussed tariffs and AUKUS.
Well, I don't know. Albanese I'm very friendly with. I don't know anything about the election other than he just won again. The man that won he's very good. He's a friend of yours.
Albanese will need to leverage that friendship in the weeks and months ahead. For more such videos, subscribe to SNG News. Hit the like button and follow for more such updates.